Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.com. Thank you for joining me today for this special edition video. This is a video hop with my Stampin' Up team that's led by Sam Hammond, that's Pootles Papercraft, for those who don't know. So all of the members of this hop are part of Sam's team, and we're all hopping today featuring the items from the mini catalogue, the July to December mini catalogue. Okay, so I'm a sucker for leaves. I do love leaves, and I love the autumnal colours and things like that. So I'm going to be showing you this, or a variation thereof, using the Fond of Autumn photopolymer stamp set and matching dies. Obviously you can buy those as a bundle, and when you do that you get 10% off the combined price. Okay, so as this is a video hop, please do check out the description. There's going to be some details in there on how you can get to all the other videos that are in the hop today. If you could go along and give them some likes, subscribes and some comments, they'd really appreciate that. So let's get on then. So this is what we're using, and you may have spotted that this is Stampin' Blends that I've used to colour this image. I mean, this is just screaming to be coloured, isn't it? Right, so I'm just going to show you some elements of that. We're not going to colour 2 full panels on the video, it's going to take too long. Colouring you can take as much time with as you want to, but it's going to show you a few bits and pieces and which colour combinations that I chose to use. Alright, so here's one I've already stamped. So because we want to colour with Stampin' Blends, which are alcohol based markers, we want to use a water based ink that won't run when we colour over the top. So we want to use Memento, which is a water based ink, and if you're ever in doubt it will say on the back whether it is a what it is. Okay, fast drying dye ink, water based. Okay, so if ever you're in doubt, just have a look on the back and you'll see. So as you can see, I've already started to colour some of these elements. Okay, I don't know whether it looks that better way, I don't know. It's one of those ones where you're not sure whether it should go. I think it should go this way up, but it doesn't matter if you stick it the other way as well. So a few elements that I've already done, but I just wanted to share with you some of the combinations that I had done here. So these little berries, I've used colours in completely different, you know, not in the combos basically. Alright, so what I did was I used the light real red just to add some colour, you know, on the, you know, like pomegranates and apples, they often have like a sort of darker bit where those sepals go and stuff. So this is Light Poppy Parade, which will just bring in that, and it's kind of a bit sort of a pinky orangey kind of tone of red. And then this is Light Pumpkin Pie, and that combination of colours just gives us this lovely orange sort of berries with just that bit of depth around that stalk there. So that's the combination that we've got there. Okay, the flowers are next. So the centres I just did with light crumb cake, and this is as complicated as this colouring needs to be. I'm just going to go like that, squeaky squeaky. So absolutely no thinking required on that one. This is Light Daffodil Delight, which we're going to use to pop in some colour on the those striations there. And again, look at this. Right, I'm just plonking it on, not being super careful, just adding some colour. Okay, and then we're going to blend that out with the light So Saffron marker. So you get a really nice subtle colour I'm not even that fussed if I go a little bit outside the lines. We're going to die cut it out. Just feel like I've just lost a bit of my crumb cake there, so I'm just going to go over that again. You can always do that with your images, no problem there. Okay, so like I say, this is just really quick, simple colouring. Acorns, I've got dark, soft suede and ivory. Okay, now these acorny things, now you could, if you wanted to, go into all those and colour each little thingy. I just went round in a bit of a squiggle. And then, oh, and I just put in a little bit on these little lines here, just where the shadow is. Use the artwork to help you, and then over the top with the ivory. Very simple, fast colouring. If you want to, like I say, spend way more time on it, then by all means do. But I want to just show you that you don't have to. You can do this nice and quickly and get a good result. So the oak style leaves, this is a combo pair, and this is old olive. So I always start with the dark one. I'm just going to go over the veins of the leaf, and again, don't have to be super precise, just in those general directions, like so. And again, we'll just go over that with the light marker. Small circular motions over the top. I am using the bullet tip rather than the brush nib on this. Just gives you a bit more control in these sort of quite intricate, you know, it's quite wavy in and out and stuff, so you just get a little bit more control on that. So that's what we did with for the oak leaves. That's old olive, light and dark. I then did these sort of regular sort of shaped leaves, and this is also a combo, and this is Mossy Meadow. So again, we'll use the dark, which is the ones I did here and this pair here. So I'm just going to do this pair. So again, just going down that middle stem there, and a little bit into where the flower is, overlapping. And again, we'll use the light marker to blend that out. Okay, and any sort of where the lines meet, they'll fade in once they dry, and they'll look beautiful. So we've just got this set of leaves outstanding, and this is going to use soft succulent. Okay, so again, dark marker. I'm kind of going to do almost like 1/2 of the leaf on these. Like so. And then add the light on the other half. These two are quite close together. It's quite subtle. It's more apparent in real life. You probably can't appreciate it through the camera lens. But there we are. That's the image coloured, and in my you know, in that famous TV show style, I've already got one here, okay, that I've already die cut. All right, so we do need 2 for the layout, so just going to grab the dies, and this is an outline shape for that large image that we can use there. And there are some smaller dies in that set for all the other little bits and pieces, so you can cut individual acorns and leaves and things. So we're just going to get this taped into position. And before we do that, we may as well get our sentiment sorted out. So I'm switching out, this one was done on Cajun Craze. I'm going to use crumb cake for this one. So rather than Stampin' crumb cake, which can be a little bit light for sentiments in my personal opinion, if you like it then that's fine, I'm going to go early espresso just to give it a little bit of a pop and a contrast. Alright, so we'll have that there, and I suppose you can take your choice as to whether you think you'd be better off stamping the banner or the sentiment first. I opted with going for the banner, so we're just going to pop that down onto the cardstock, and it's got these lovely little breaks in it that make it look like sort of a bit scripty, and that's designed to be that way. And then we've got sending many thanks, which is beautiful. And if you just get over the top with your head, line that up with the curve of the banner, you'll get your sentiments in there, no problem. It's very easy to line up. The other sentiment that coordinates with that is this one, the happy thoughts of you, and then we've got some other ones that are good for, you know, straight things or punching out or whatever. So we'll grab the die for this as well off the backing sheet. I haven't yet played with this one. Not quite sure what you get when you cut that one out. Maybe that'll be for another video. So pop that in place, and we'll just run those through the die cut machine, which I've got set up just on the desk here. So the usual sandwich, your base platform, which you always need, the number 2 plate, which is your die cutting plate. Oops, something in the way there. Let's just move that. I don't know where that went all the way to the end. There we go, that's it. And then you sandwich your die and your, I just can't get that over back. I've got things behind the thing, and usually I'd run it all the way back, but I needed, okay, sandwich it between 2 clear. Mine are far from clear because they are used that much, but you can get so many uses out of them. You'll use them for a long time before you need to replace them. See, that's a well-loved cutting plate, that is. So that's our elements cut out. Just peel that. That's just I just use some it's actually retired washi tape. So don't have much washi tape available, although there is some in the mini this time round. I've got some lovely glitter washi tape. Okay, so we've got these 2 elements ready for our card. So like I say, we're going to use these nice crumb cake card base. Now our British A2s, or UK A2s, are 4 1/8, and they just about fit on. There's just the smidge of an overhang, but the envelopes have a little bit of give in them, so you can get it in just about if you're careful. Alright, so there we go. It's just hanging over only by a smidgen, because they are sized for the American cards, which are slightly wider, but they're also slightly shorter. Alright, so we're going to position those on there like so, and those of you who watch me regularly know that I just love using Stampin' Seal. It's strong, easy to use, and generally mess free. Don't do mess. I find Tombow just ends up, or multi-purpose glue, that I just end up sticky. So I don't know, I just end up in a mess. So I opt for this, and that is fine, but you use whatever you are comfortable with. And then just so that we've got a bit of pop, we can use some of our I use minis. I think you could probably squeeze on the larger ones, but I don't really like seeing them, if you know what I mean. So a mini dimensional fits in there a little better, in my opinion. And you see, I've not put them too close to the ends there. Apologies if you can hear the helicopters going off. I am not very far away from where the Commonwealth Games is taking place in Birmingham, so the helicopters that go over and they're doing the filming and the security and stuff do the sound carries with the windows open and stuff. So apologies if you can hear that, but that's what it is. So that just sits beautifully and nestles into there, and you can wiggle that about into the position you want it in. So there we go. So that's that card. Now, I think it pops more on this, but it just depends what kind of look you're going for. All right, as to which base you want to use. You could probably get away with Pear Bazaars or any of the other ones if you really wanted to tone it down. My leaves are generally quite green, and of course you could introduce some more autumnal colours on that too. Just one quick thing to just show you is I've stamped another image here, and in the die set there's also this die, which looks a little intriguing. Okay, and if you look at it, instead of it just being a full outline, it's going to cut this into sections. So I thought I would show you what you end up with. So obviously this isn't coloured, but you know, we're going to use a little bit of imagination. I'm going to tack that in place and send that through the die cut machine. Okay, and instead of it coming out as one piece, you get all these little pieces. Okay, which I think's super clever. Okay, isn't that cool? All right, which means you can, in theory, do a couple of these and colour them all in, but just use the acorns and build up an image with that, or you could just use the flowers, or you know, do some other arrangement and not have the acorns and just have these additional things and fiddle about with the layout as you want to. Okay, so that's really cool. So that's another way to use this set, and I'm definitely going to do something with that, I think. So watch this space for that one. And the other thing was the little stamps. Now I always look at little stamps in sets as well. So there's this lovely individual flower, which just stamped over cardstock. Leave it plain, colour it in, use a different coloured ink, whatever you want, and you've got an instant sort of nice background there. Just have a nice sentiment, so one of these larger sentiments cut out from a circle or a label or something like that, and you've got another card idea, all using the Fond of Autumn bundle. So I hope you've enjoyed that and it's given you some ideas. As I say, please do check out the description, have a look at the other videos that are in today's Pootler's video hop featuring the new mini catalogue products. Okay, hope you're all safe and well. Take care out there. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.